Hello my house, I'm Athina and I'm grateful that you're here with me today. Today I'm going to talk about what to do before you start doing a tarot reading. So this is a video mostly for all the beginners, but even if you are not a beginner and have been practicing it, maybe you can take something out of this video. So I have like this routine that I always do before I do a reading. I firstly pick out the tarot deck that I'm going to use, or the oracle deck, whatever divination tool you are going to use, and I put it on the side. And then I cleanse my energy because I am an empath. I take on energies from other people that are around me all the time, and so I don't want that to disturb me. So I did made a video about how to cleanse your energy in the playlist energy. It's right after the how to protect your energy video. Just that I do small changes and make it more easily accessible for the day-to-day life. So the first thing I use is this a glass bottle. In here we have full moon water that I put outside on a bigger glass jar, and I ask the moon to charge the water with cleansing energy so that it can help cleanse myself or my surroundings or other people. And then I put in some sea salt, because you know the ocean, the sea is the natural cleanser, and salt is in fact something that helps cleanse your energy. So I put those two in here, the moon water and the salt. I gave it a shake so that the salt would dissolve in the water, and then I spray this around all of myself, in front of me, on top of me, and in my back. And I use just my hands to like sweep through my energy fields, just so that I can cleanse it really well. Because then I tend to use one more thing to cleanse my energy, just to make sure that everything's cleansed away. I use my selenite wand to go through everything and comb through my fields to really cleanse everything out. And now comes the biggest and most important part of what to do before you do a tarot reading, an oracle reading, or whatever reading you do based on the divination type you do, is to ground your energy, to ground yourself. Because I am bad at grounding myself, so I like to use something to help me. And I use this little stone here. This is a hematite. For me, it is the most grounding stone that I have. Of course, I have others, but just personally, I feel this helps me the most. I know there are some other grounding stones like black tourmaline, garnet, any red stone like red jasper, but for me it is the hematite that does the work. So I sit down, then I hold the hematite in both of my hands and I close my eyes, and I ask Mother Gaia to help me ground myself. I ask my spirit guides to help me ground myself because I'm bad at it. And then I imagine from my root chakra, roots coming, growing towards my legs, down out of my feet, and going down, down, down till it reaches the earth, and it goes deep, 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 deep down in the earth, and like really like a tree. I imagine my feet, those roots being like the roots of a tree that really goes deep down and has the little all the things that it does. Hard to explain, but I imagine that, and I just take on the energy upwards, the grounding energy upwards, and everything that I don't need I give it back so that it can be transformed. And why is grounding so important? First of all, I have done this where I have not grounded myself nearly enough before my readings, and you can see this in my YouTube channel that before I took my long break, well, before I was forced to my long break this year, I would always get distracted. I would space out during readings. I would go on long tangents, and I would just be up there because I was using my intuition and stuff. So I'm tending to use my upper chakras, where you have to be here in the present as well. So I was not really balanced out with the grounding, so I was more up here and spacing out instead of being fully grounded and using my intuition to bring the messages ahead. And I only discovered this was something that I needed to improve of, because when I was forced to take my break, I was able to read for myself again, because before that I would only read for my YouTube channel. I was only doing that because I didn't have any energies left to do readings on my own. So when I was forced to take a break from my channel, someone on the community that I am in, the Amino community that I'm Tarot and Divination, by the way, linked in the description down below if you want to join, someone used the spread to see how they are as a tarot reader, and they had different questions, and I used that to read for myself to see what type of tarot reader I am. And it clearly said that I was not grounded when I did reading, and that I would get distracted a lot. So that's why I'm taking the grounding so seriously. So please, please, please ground yourself. Really take your time with the grounding. You can even use root chakra meditation music from YouTube to help you ground yourself, because it's really important so that you can really be here and not space out and get distracted. So what else that you need to know is, for all the people that get distracted really easily, like myself, the less things you have on the table, the better. So wherever you do your readings, have as little things as possible on your table so that you don't get distracted. In the past, if you have been a watcher of me for some time, you have seen that I would decorate my table and do the readings and have these decorations, but they would distract me because I would see them and I would just focus on the decoration instead of the cards or the messages that I was giving. So after my long break, no decorations anymore. The only thing that I use is the little owl, because that's my community. It's a representation of us and a reminder of us that we have wisdom in us. So that's why this little owl will stay in all the readings. And the candle, I use the candle because I like to call in for beings that work with light and unconditional love. So that's why I light a candle, because it represents that light. So after I have done all the things, cleansing my energy, grounding, then I call in for my spiritual team or beings that want to help me throughout the readings. And I have to be specific there, because there are beings that are not based on light and unconditional love, and they can disturb the reading. Like I have mentioned it, I think, in the playlist about spiritual team, where I talk about spirit guides, and that there are beings that fake that they say that they are your spirit guides, but in fact they are not, and they are just hanging around you because they want to feed on your energy. So that's why I always say 3 times this sentence. I want to receive messages from my spiritual team, beings that work with love and light, high vibrational beings, so that I am specific to what I am open to receive messages. Then just a measure of protecting myself is I say I am safe, I am protected 3 times, both affirmations. And then I thank everyone that is there and helping me, because it's you should not take them for granted. So I just thank it, and then I start doing readings. Yeah, that is all that you really need. It's not something anything fancy. Of course, if you want to change what you want to say, to call in for guides, do make these changes. This is the thing that I use to help myself, that is more me. And yeah, so a quick summary: cleanse your energy. The most important thing, ground your energy afterwards. Really ground yourself. Take your time to ground, and then you can call upon whoever you want to work with for this reading, so that they can help you. And yeah, that is it. It's not more of a magical thing. It's just really easy and basic. Of course, you can do all the rituals that you want to do. Just do the things that make you feel comfortable and make you feel safe, but try to implement those things so that it doesn't get in your way. So this is something that you do before you start doing readings. I hope that this was of help. I hope that you liked it. Thank you for sticking with me till the end, and I wish you all the best, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye bye!